be bad if I didn't record it. Okay. So this week, in the Vedic tradition, there's a celebration of the deity Ganesh. And some of you have heard of me talk about Ganesh before. Ganesh signifies like the remover of obstacles. So we chant to Ganesh, or perhaps pray to Ganesh when we want something to go smoothly, to kind of clear the field for us. And just a reminder, all of these deities, they represent something that's already within us. So we have this ability within ourselves, and then we have this kind of object to signify this. And when I first started learning about yogic philosophy and studying about deities and gods and goddesses, I really took to Ganesh. And reflecting back now, I see that I kind of took to Ganesh in the small way first, where it was like a little selfish. Like anytime I like really wanted something, or I was traveling back and forth between the States and Canada and have to go through these intense border crossing checks, and I'd always really pray to Ganesh that everything went well. And then as I kind of developed and learned more, I saw Ganesh as really someone that I would pray to, or yes, that's what I do, pray to remove the obstacles for my own practice, right? So that I continue to practice yoga. So before I practice, I might say a chant or a prayer to Ganesh. And then lately I've had this next step or something. When I think about Ganesh, I think about almost like the remover of that thing that gets in the way of self-love. So I've really been connecting like these prayers, these chants with Ganesh to also this loving kindness meditation, which I've shared with most of you. So I thought today, to honor Ganesh, we could do a little bit of that love to ourselves, because when we can find loving kindness to ourselves, then we're able to spread it all around. Does that make sense? Okay, so we'll just get started. That's enough chat today. We can go ahead and close our eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Just take a few moments to settle in. And perhaps if there is an intention or prayer that you'd like to set for today's practice, you could do that now. Perhaps we even just think or ask for this clearing so that we can find maybe even just a moment to center ourselves. So that we can move through the world in a more centered, balanced place. As you're ready, you can bend at your elbows and bring your hands to heart center. And I'll share this loving kindness meditation. We'll just say it once seated, and then we'll take this throughout our practice as well. So you can repeat this silently back to yourself. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. And then we can release our hands down. We can blink our eyes open, and we'll come to our back. So you can remove any height from underneath your sit bones, and we'll lie back flat on our backs. So with this loving kindness meditation, sometimes I think of it almost like fake it till you make it. So we say this over and over, and then eventually those words really ring true. They really settle into the body, into the mind. You can just relax flat on your back. Knees can be bent or legs can be extended out long, up to you. Take a few deep breaths up and down the spine here. And we'll repeat that meditation to ourselves here on our back. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. If your legs are extended out long, go ahead and bend your knees and place your feet directly underneath your knees. And we're going to do a few reclined cat-cows. So on an inhale, I start to arch my back, send my sit bones back, the low back curve exaggerates. And then as I exhale, I tuck my sit bones under almost as if you're rounding your spine. So really subtle movement here, just some cat-cow movements of the spine while you lay back flat on your back. You can take these nice and slow. See if you can find the rhythm, the pace with your breath. And then just start to feel what moves when you move your pelvis. So can you feel how the direction of the pelvis affects the cervical spine, affects the thoracic spine, maybe even feel something in the rib cage. Just kind of check in with the body. And then next time the spine comes to neutral, pause there, press down through the feet, and then lift the pelvis up. It doesn't have to be a high bridge, just a neutral spine bridge. So you think about drawing the pubic bone up. That'll lengthen the low back slightly. And then we're going to ask our glutes to turn on. So we're going to lower and lift our pelvis just a few times to warm up the glutes. Keep the back of the head heavy, back of the shoulders heavy. We'll just do 5 more here. 3, 2. This next one, pause at the top and wiggle your left foot towards the center of your mat. Stay in your bridge. Lift your right heel up and then lift the right knee over the right hip. You're more than welcome to stay here. This already puts a lot of demand on the left glute. Or if you'd like a little hamstring opener, try straightening your right leg, flexing the right foot. 3 times, we're gonna lift and lower the pelvis, really firing that left glute. Good. Last one, pause at the top, and then bend the right knee, wiggle the right foot to the center of the mat, plant that right foot down, and then lift the left knee over the hip. Maybe you stay here just feeling the right glute work. Maybe you straighten the left leg, flex the foot. From here, lift and lower the pelvis, lifting up and down just an inch, asking that right glute to start to work. We'll just do 3, 2, last one, pause, and then bend the left knee, both feet on the ground, pelvis lifts up, and then nice and slowly lower the pelvis all the way down. Take a breath, and then hug your knees into your chest. Lift your arms up like you're hugging a big tree. Lift the feet so they're in line with the knees, and we'll do connected twists. Knees to the left, shoulders to the right, and then knees to the right, shoulders to the left. So you're counterbalancing the weight of your legs with your shoulders. It's like you're drawing the mouth of a smiley face or the letter U with your knees, side to side. Good. Let the breath kind of go with the rocking movement. And then perhaps you repeat to yourself, may I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Once you're even between the 2 sides, go ahead, pause in the center, release the soles of the feet down, place the hands behind the head, elbows open wide. Take a nice full inhale here. Exhale, elbows come together. Take another inhale. Exhale, lift the chest up so much that the shoulder blades come off the mat. Feet stay down, shoulder blades lift up. So you feel a lot of weight of the belly button moving back towards the spine. The side abdominals are almost corseting towards the midline. Lift up 1 more inch, and then exhale, lower down. Take 1 inhale. Exhale, elbows come together. Inhale to pause. Exhale, lift the chest up.
Go ahead, hold here, breathe here, lift a little bit higher if you can. And then we're gonna reach our left arm up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna flex our left hand like we were in a plank. Really press the hand up towards the ceiling and feel the abdominals work a little bit more. And then left hand behind the head, exhale, lower all the way down. Take an inhale, exhale, elbows come together. Inhale to pause. Exhale, lift up. Lift the shoulder blades a little bit higher, and then lift the right hand up towards the ceiling. Flex the hand like you're in plank, and press the hand up like you could reach the ceiling. Yep, lift one more inch. Hand behind head, and then lower it down. Ooh. You can place your hands on your belly, give your belly a little rub. We're gonna do one tensegrity move and then one more little stretch on our back, and then we'll get going. Lift your feet up towards the ceiling. Lift your arms up like you're hugging a tree again. Take your feet halfway in between a point and a flex, so active feet. A soft bend in the knees is no problem, especially if you feel this in your back. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna open the legs and arms out wide. Exhale, hands and feet come together. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, bring it to the center. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Find your pace, find your breath, find your rhythm. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Next time the hands and feet come together, pause. And then we're gonna take the right knee on top of the left, coming into eagle legs. You can wrap once or twice. And then you're gonna take the right arm underneath, the left arm on top, give yourself a hug, and then maybe come up to eagle arms. Just gonna pause here, find the position, find that left foot as if it was standing on the earth. We're gonna inhale, fingers and toes are gonna move away from each other, and then exhale, elbows and knees come together. Inhale to extend and reach. Exhale, elbows to knee center. This time, inhale, extend and reach, and then we're gonna place the left foot on the mat, and the left fingertips can rest over your head on the mat, and just breathe here. Feel the volume of your breath, particularly in the rib cage. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. On your next exhale, bring the elbows and knees back together. Release the arms, release the legs, reach the arms and feet up, and just give the arms and legs a little shake. Wiggle it out a bit. And then as you're ready, we'll take the other side. So right leg crosses on top. Left leg crosses on top, and then left arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then lift the arms up if you'd like. Good. Inhale, fingers and toes move away. Exhale, knees and elbows come to the center. Inhale to extend. Exhale, center. This time, inhale, extend, right foot plants. Right fingertips come above the head. You might have to wiggle your chin to one side, and we just pause here and we notice the volume of our breath. Notice where the breath fills first. Perhaps silently saying the loving kindness meditation to yourself. And then as you're ready, exhale, elbows to knee, come back up. Release the hands, release the feet. And then we'll just rock a bit side to side, maybe a little forward and back. And then we're gonna make our way up to all fours, hands and knees. So you could rock all the way up, or you could roll to one side, up to you.
We're gonna place our knees underneath our hips, hands underneath our shoulders. So neutral spine position. And we're gonna start out with some cat-cow. So we're gonna inhale, sit bones are gonna go back, belly drops, gaze lifts up, collarbones widen. Exhale, tuck the sit bones under, round the spine, gaze comes down at the thighs. Good, inhale, sit bones back, belly drops, look up, wide across the chest, exhale, round. Good. If it feels safe and comfortable, you can close your eyes. We'll take a few more rounds here, just waking up the spine, finding that movement, finding that breath. You can stick with this kind of traditional cat-cow, or you can pause in the center, and we can do a side-to-side, looking at our right hip as we swing our right hip to the right, center, and then over to the left. Sometimes it can feel good to go round and round, maybe back towards a child's pose. Any movement in cat-cow that might feel good for your spine. Give yourself the freedom to explore here just for a few more breaths. And then when you feel balanced, when you feel like you're ready for stillness, pause in the neutral spine, plank. Good, we're gonna tuck our right toes under, we're gonna glide our right foot back, and we're gonna tent our left fingertips and glide our left hand forward. Draw your belly back, draw the front of your neck back so that you're in a nice neutral spine position. We're gonna inhale, lift our feet, or our right toes and left fingertips. Exhale, you're gonna tap them both down. Inhale, right toes, left fingertips, lift. Exhale, they tap down. Good, a few more. Can you get this rhythm to go so that the toes and the fingers touch at the exact same time? Keep reaching your heart forward, keep your gaze down. Let's just do one more. And then exhale, leave the right foot up, plant the left hand down, and then we're gonna place the right foot down and open up for a modified side plank. Breathe here, really keep that right foot rooting into the mat. Nice full breath. Gaze comes down, hand comes down. Knee comes back to meet the left. And then 3 rounds of cat-cow or spinal movement of your choice. Let this movement be guided by your breath. Maybe during this time you can repeat that mantra to yourself. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Next time you come through a neutral pause there, lower the forearms down so that the arms are making an 11, tuck the toes under, and then send the hips up and back for a dolphin pose. Bend your knees, send the sit bones back to lengthen the spine. This is a great back line opener. It's also a great way to build a little bit of heat. So take a little movement if you need to. Really feel the right knee bend and then the left knee. Perhaps you can notice how that affects the weight on the forearms. If one forearm lightens as you bend, one forearm gets heavier. And then see if you can find stillness in this dolphin pose, maybe taking your feet a little bit wider, maybe taking your toes a little bit closer towards your elbows. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Okay. And then go ahead and lower your knees down. Sit back for a child's pose. Take a few breaths here. And then we'll do the other side. So inhale, we'll lift back up. This time we're gonna tuck our left toes under, glide our left foot back, tent our right fingertips, slide the right hand forward, engage the low belly, draw the heart forward, gaze stays down. Inhale, fingers and toes lift. Exhale, right fingertips drop, left toes drop. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. And this time we just lower the right hand down. We pivot, twisting to the left, plant that left foot, and then lift the left arm up, modified side plank. Gaze can stay down. That helps keep the neck happy. Good, one more breath. And then hand comes down, left knee comes to meet the right. Okay, tuck your toes under, we're gonna press back, downward facing dog. Take a nice full breath here. And then go ahead, bend your knees, walk your feet forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, keep this long spine. Exhale, just send the hips back, and then inhale, reach the arms forward for Utkatasana chair pose. Press down through your feet, inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. We'll do our little spinal reset here. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Bend your knees, exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale. Underneath the right hip, inhale, lift the arms up for a 90-90 lunge. Think about drawing the left hip back, pressing the right hip forward. And then exhale, lower the hands down to frame the left. Step without swiping the left foot back. High plank, top of a push-up. Take a breath, keep your head in line with your spine. Yeah, there you go. Drop the knees, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Cross through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right foot up and back. Exhale, step the forward. Drop the back knee directly underneath the hips. Inhale, lift the arms up. Right hip draws back, left hip presses forward. Relax your shoulders. Feel that neutral spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Lift up off the back knee, step the back foot forward. Place your hands to your shins. Exhale, step sitting in a chair, and then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, press to lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. Left side, inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Drop the knee. This time, try and keep the back toes tucked if you can. Inhale, lift the arms forward and up. Exhale, lower the hands down, frame the foot. Lift up off the back knee, shift your weight forward so you can step the right foot back without swiping. Good, drop your knees, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Lift the left foot up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee. Keep the toes tucked if you can. Lift the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send the reach the arms forward. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. Okay, we're gonna do one more round of a little sun salutation-ish, and then we'll come into our standing poses. So inhale, arms come forward and up. Bend at your knees, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, feel your fingertips touch the mat. So maybe you bend your knees and you send your hips back, and then you're gonna step or hop back, dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Just feel your strength, feel your power. Reaching your heart forward, front of the neck is back, heels reach back. And then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet as you bend your knees so you're in a big old squat in the back of your mat. Place your hands to the tops of, or your forearms to the top. Lift your chest. Draw the energy up from the feet. Press through your feet, lift all the way up to stand. And then exhale, sit back into that big squat. Inhale, lifting the energy up as I stand. Exhale, I squat back. One time like that. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, come back into the squat. Let your hands, your fingertips tent. Reach your hips back as you reach your arms forward. Take a breath here. And then nice and slowly walk your hands forward, back to downward facing dog.
Inhale, roll forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, just a little chaturanga push-up. Back to plank, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Hands to your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit back like you're sitting in the chair. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sink a little lower. Draw the energy up. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. Good. Now we should be nice and warm. We're going to take the weight into the left foot. We're going to lift the right foot up for a tree pose. So right foot to the inner thigh, to the calf, or to the ankle. Maybe you want to try without using your hands today to get the foot all the way up to your thigh. So you might come to your calf, and then if I bend my left knee, I can glide my right foot all the way up to my inner thigh without using my hands. Kind of a fun trick. Good. And then hug to your midline. So feel maybe your fingertips press together. Feel the deep front line start to engage. Relax your shoulders. Find the neutral spine posture, even in this kind of funky pose. And then reach the arms all the way up towards the sky if you have the balance, if you want to take that variation today. Good. Take a nice deep breath here. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Exhale, hands come through heart center. And we're going to step this right foot back for a triangle pose. So step it all the way back towards the back of your mat, parallel with the edge. Straighten the left leg. And then we're going to send our hips back as we reach the left arm forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Right arm reaches up. Good. Gaze can be down at the left foot, no problem. Take a nice deep breath here. Feel both feet on the ground. Feel how wide you can get across your chest. If your gaze is up towards your right thumb, take your gaze down towards your left toes, and then bend into your left knee, come into a warrior two, lifting the chest up. Good. Feel your feet, maybe bend both knees for a moment, get really grounded in the legs, and then take the hands and place them over the heart. Maybe you want to close your eyes, maybe you want to keep them open, up to you. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. And then open your eyes, open your arms back out. And then we're going to inhale, palms face up. We're going to take the hands together as we straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend the knee, palms come down, warrior two. Inhale, lift up, really draw the energy up. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Last one, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, warrior two. And then we're going to windmill the hands down to frame the left foot back, downward facing dog. Okay, listen carefully. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to step our left hand forward a few inches. We're going to twist and pivot to the right to come into a side plank, lifting the right arm up. You can always do modified side plank, or you can step that right foot out in front. Good. Take a breath here. Feel that power. Good. One more. Gaze comes down, nice and slowly, hand comes down. Come into a full plank, regular plank, top of a push-up, and then drop your knees down, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest forward and up, little up dog or cobra. Exhale, down facing dog. Your hands back towards your feet. Send your hips way back as you reach your arms forward. Relax your jaw. And then take the forearms up to the thighs, pause. Feel the feet, draw that energy up as you lift up, maybe all the way up to your tiptoes. Exhale, sink it back to a squat. Inhale, draw it up, maybe all the way to your tiptoes. Exhale, squat. Last one. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squat. Let the fingertips come down. And then walk the hands all the way forward. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, walk the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift.
Exhale, send the weight back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. We'll do the other side, so weight in the right foot. Maybe you can bring the left foot to tree pose without using your hands. Pressure, it's just kind of fun to challenge ourselves every once in a while. Feel that right leg, that standing foot. Hug to your midline, so find that center strength. And then perhaps you lift your arms up overhead. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. One more breath. Exhale, hands come through. And then we're going to step the left foot back, kicking off. So steps back. Find that left foot parallel with the back edge of the mat. Straighten the right leg. Hips move back, right arm reaches forward, and then you can lower the right arm down, twisting the belly towards the left for Trikonasana. I'm going to keep my gaze at my right toes, just to keep my neck and my spine in that neutral alignment. You're more than welcome to take the gaze up if that feels better. One more breath. And then if your gaze is up, take your gaze to the right toes, and then bend the right knee, come into warrior two. Find your stance here for a moment. So maybe bend both knees, really find the comfort in the warrior two, palms face up. And then from pressing in the feet, inhale, arms come up, straighten the leg. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, inhale to lift up. Exhale, warrior two. And then go ahead, windmill the hands down. Press through the hands, step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step your right hand forward, pivot to your left, side plank, left arm lifts. You can always take modified side plank or step that left foot in front. Hand comes down, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back, happy squat. Forearms to thighs. Feet inhale, lift all the way up, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, send the hips all the way back. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, all the way back. Last one, inhale up. Exhale back, and then walk the fingers forward. Pause in your happy spot. Maybe shimmy your ribs side to side. Get a little more side body opening. Yeah, beautiful. Really send the hips back. And then walk the hands forward. Down dog. Whoa. Sorry. Take a nice deep breath. Step your feet forward, forward fold. Hands to chin, halfway lift. Exhale, send the hips back. Lift the arms up. Press through the feet and then stand all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. Okay, we'll go to our second sequence now. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to high plank, top of a push-up. You can drop your knees or do a full chaturanga. You can always skip this. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward and step the left foot to the left for warrior one stance. Press through the feet. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take a breath here. We're going to inhale, reach up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee, cactus the elbows. Inhale, reach and straighten.
Exhale, bend and cactus. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, pause with the front leg straight. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to twist to the right. And we're going to let the left hand come to the right shin and the right hand come to the back of the sacrum. So it's a revolved triangle, okay? But we're not going super deep because we want to keep this neutral spine. Feel your feet. You can even have a soft bend in your knees. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Take your gaze down to your right toes, bend the right knee, and then come back up, warrior one. Feel a little more weight in the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Good. And then from here, we're going to turn to our left. Our right feet, both our feet are parallel with the edges of the mat. We're going to inhale, lift our chest up, and then exhale, you're going to forward fold, but with a flat back. So hands come underneath the shoulders, reach the heart forward, knees can be bent. And then from here, you can side lunge to the right, back to center, side lunge to the left. You can keep going with these side lunges, side to side. You could pause in a forward fold, or if you want a little more fun, some people think it's fun, a little more playing with some arm balances, you can pause in the center, take your feet a little bit closer together, take your knees up underneath the arms. And place your feet back in that forward fold. Good. And then you're going to walk your hands back to frame the right foot. You're going to step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Okay, one more little back strengthener before we do the other side. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down to our belly. Good. You're gonna reach your arms out in front, like you're Superman. Forehead can stay down. And then we're gonna inhale with the right arm, right foot, and head, but gaze stays down at the mat. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left foot, left arm, head. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, right side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left side. Exhale, lower. One more each side. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Make a pillow for your head. So maybe stacking one hand on top of the other. Take a few breaths here on your belly. Nice full breaths. Good. As you're ready, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Make your way back up. Downward facing dog. Left foot lifts up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Stance, right foot to the right. Press through the feet. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the front leg, reach up. Exhale, bend the knee, cactus the elbows. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bend and cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. So this time we inhale, we lift up, and we just pause. We're going to twist to the left so that the left hand comes to the back of the sacrum, right hand comes to the thigh or the shin. Revolve Trikonasana. Keep drawing that left hip back. Gaze can stay down at the left toes if you'd like. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Gaze comes down, bend into the left knee, lift arms back up. Warrior one. Pause here.
And then we go ahead, we turn to the right for that wide leg forward fold. Hands come down, pause in the neutral spine first. So reach the heart forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to reach your heart forward. Yeah. Keep your head in line with your spine just for a moment. And then go ahead, side lunge, side to side. First option. Second option is to play with the Bakasana again. Coming into crow pose, floating one foot and then the other maybe. Or a different arm balance if you want to try. You can take the hands underneath the feet, make a little shelf with your elbows, send your weight back, and maybe you can float your feet up. Maybe you can even catch your feet. You don't have to lift super high. I know we're getting a little funky today, hey? And then whenever you're ready, you place the feet back down, come back into that forward fold, and then walk the hands to frame the left foot. We step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank, top of a push-up, and then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Press through the tops of the feet, interlace the fingers behind the back, Shavasana. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the arms back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, option to inhale, lift the chest up, lift the feet up. Pause here for a few breaths. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Go ahead, release. Make a pillow for your head. Take a few deep breaths up and down the spine. Take just a few moments to relax. If child's pose is more comfortable, go for it. And then we can place our hands underneath our shoulders when you're ready. And we'll lift all the way back up, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Hands to your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, reach the arms up. Press through the feet, and then inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands through. Okay, we'll do a little combo-ish now. So inhale, arms come forward and up. Exhale, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. This time we're gonna bring our hands to our heart and just hug towards our midline here. Just for a moment. And we're gonna lift our right heel off of the mat. So this is gonna send more weight into our left glute. And then we're gonna glide the right foot back for a hinge lunge. Good, feel the left foot, make sure you really have the pelvis balanced and stable here. If you feel like a little extra, you can reach your right arm forward and then your left arm forward. Arms are in line with the cheekbones. Bend the right knee, inhale, lift all the way up, high lunge. Exhale, lower the hands down to frame the left foot. Keep the right hand down, twist to the left as you open the left arm up towards the sky. Make sure the right glute is working as well as the left glute. Gaze comes down towards the left toes, drop the right knee, and then send the left foot back for modified side plank. Perhaps you can float the left foot up. Maybe you even want to reach around and catch the left foot with the left hand. Wherever you are here, perhaps you repeat the mantra to yourself. And then whenever you're ready, take your gaze down, release the foot softly, and then the left hand comes down. Lift up, high plank, top of a push-up, pause, and then press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up and back, and then exhale, take the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, right foot up and back. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, right foot up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward, back into lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, open up warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the arms up. Exhale, bend into warrior two. Inhale, really gather that energy as you lift up. Exhale to bend. Last one, inhale to lift. Exhale to bend and pause. This time we're gonna inhale, drop the left arm, reach the right arm up. Exhale, come forward, extended side angle. Inhale, drop it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Last one, inhale, drop it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, come to warrior two. Windmill the hands down to frame the right foot. And then you're gonna drop the left knee down. And 3 times we're gonna open the back of the leg. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hips move back. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, straighten, and you're gonna pause. We're gonna reach our right fingers forward, and then we're gonna take the fingers up, and then we're gonna reach the right fingers back. And we're gonna pause here, drawing the right hip back. Breathe into that IT band stretch, hey? It's a good one. One more breath. Gaze comes down, bend the right knee as the arm comes around. Lift up off the left knee, step the right foot back. Down dog. Walk your hands back into that big old squat. Fingertips reach forward, hips reach back. And then forearms to the thighs. Press through the feet. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. We're gonna lift our right knee straight up. And then exhale, step forward. Left knee straight up. Step forward. Right knee lifts, pause, right ankle on top of the left thigh, standing figure 4 stretch. So we send the hips back, just like we've been practicing, as the right ankle rests on the left thigh. You can flex that right foot if that feels a little more stable for you. Watch the right hip, it wants to drop. Can you lift the right hip up so you stay level and send your hips back? One more breath. If you can reach the arms forward, that gives a little extra stretch. Press through that left foot. Lift the right knee straight up. And then exhale, right foot comes down. Hand comes down. Good. Place one hand in your belly, one hand on your heart. Feel the volume of your breath. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. As you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Release your hands down. Inhale, lift your arms forward and up. We'll do the other side. Exhale, send the hips back. Hands come to the heart. Really hug to the center. Feel that strength of your midline. Feel the stability. And then when you're ready, you can lift the left heel up. So it shifts weight into the right glute. Pause here. We're going to glide that left foot back, hinge lunge. You might just stay here, just focusing on keeping the pelvis level and keeping that front leg strong, the knee from caving in. Maybe you reach the left arm forward in line with your cheekbone. Maybe you reach the right arm forward. Good. Bend the left knee, lift all the way up, regular lunge. And then exhale, lower the hands down to frame the right foot. Keep the left hand down, reach the right arm up, twist. Check in with both glutes. Normally the left glute wants to just kind of fall asleep. Ask the left glute to keep working. Gaze comes down, left knee drops down. We step the right foot back, modified side plank. Maybe you float the right foot up. Maybe you reach around and catch it with top of the foot. Breathe here. Maybe you can even feel the side body opening here. One more breath. Gaze comes down, hand comes down. We step into that full plank. Pause. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. This time the left foot lifts up and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. High lunge, press through the feet, lift all the way up on your inhale. And then exhale, warrior two. Feel the feet. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift up. Exhale, bend it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend, and then we drop the left arm, inhale, drop the right arm, lift the left arm up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, drop it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, drop it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands. Frame the left foot. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Good, walk your hands back towards your feet. Send the hips way back. Reach the fingertips forward. Forearms come up to the thighs, lift the chest. Press through the feet, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. Left knee lifts straight up. Step the left foot forward. Right knee lifts up. Step the foot forward. Left knee lifts up. Pause. Right ankle on top of the left thigh this time. Send the hips back, figure four stretch. Check in with that left hip. It might want to just kind of fall asleep and sag down. Keep the left hip level with the right. Maybe even reach the arms forward as you send the hips back. You can flex the left foot if you like. Take a breath. Good. Press through your feet and then lift all the way up. Exhale, place the foot down. Release the hand down. Good. Let's take an inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, let them go. Inhale up. Exhale, let it go. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, plant the hands and then step it back, downward facing dog. Okay, from here to the rest of the class, we're going to do a little bit of forward folds to kind of relax into this meditative mantra that we've been practicing. So you're going to take your left foot towards the center of the mat, lift the right foot up and back, and then exhale, we're going to bring the right knee forward for pigeon. If pigeon doesn't feel good for your body, we can always do figure four on our back. I can show that in a minute, but if you're all right knee behind right wrist, I come up onto my fingertips, I tent my fingertips, and I lift my chest, but then I want to find that neutral spine, so I actually think about drawing my pubic bone up, sending my ribs back into the back of my body, lifting my chest, and then keeping my head in alignment instead of sending my chin out in front, and I just pause here. And actually this feels like more work and actually more of a stretch than for me when I forward fold. So you can choose, do you want to stay here? Or if you're ready, when you're ready, you can walk your forearms or your hands forward and come into a forward fold, resting your head on a block, on your fists, or on the ground. Up to you. And we're going to take a few breaths here. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. So as you let the body deepen into the stretch, you're more than welcome to repeat that to yourself. You're more than welcome to focus on your breath or just be with the sensations of your body. We'll be here for 3 or 4 more deep breaths. So if there's anything you can do to make yourself a little more comfortable, now's a good time.
Okay, so we're gonna come out just as mindfully. So notice where your hands are. And place your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll inhale and we'll halfway lift. And we'll exhale and we'll just pause here in this halfway lift. See if you can pause for a full breath cycle. And then on your next exhale, lean the weight a little bit to the right, and the left foot out in front. Right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. And then exhale, just drop your shoulders away from your ears, arms sink into the shoulder socket. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, we're gonna open twist to the left. So the back of the right hand comes to perhaps the left thigh, the knee or the shin, and we twist to our left. Breathe here. Don't worry about going forward. Don't worry about twisting. Sitting in the center of yourself, like you're really twisting around the center channel. Or if you feel like you're leaning a bit forward or a bit back. Exhale, twist back to the center. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up again. And then exhale, start to forward fold over that left leg. I just bring my hands to where they touch, maybe the toes, maybe the shin. And I like to inhale and I lift my heart forward so that my spine can lengthen. Find that neutral spine. You're more than welcome to stay here, or if you'd like, you can exhale and forward fold. We'll take a few breaths here. Sometimes in my forward fold, I like to ride my breath like a wave. So on an inhale, I lift up and out of the stretch slightly. And then exhale, I fold a little deeper. It's such a small movement that someone watching might not even see it, but you feel it from the inside out. Sometimes I feel like shimmying a bit side to side allows for me to create more space to come over and forward a little more. So you could experiment with that. And then whenever you're ready, just like we did with pigeon, we're gonna feel our hands and we're gonna place our hands on the earth. Press through your hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pause, and then inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come through. Okay, right foot to the outside of the left leg this time. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, twist to the right, hugging the right knee. Hands to fingertips, gaze can come over the right shoulder. And then perhaps you, if you feel safe and comfortable, you close your eyes. And instead of focusing on the twist, perhaps you focus on the touch of the belly to the thigh. So if you drop your breath down into the belly, you might feel the belly touch the thigh, almost like a little massage with the breath. And then once you drop the awareness down low into the pelvis, into the belly, then maybe you can ask yourself, just like we did in our first twist, our forward fold twist, where am I sitting? Am I sitting forward of myself? Am I sitting behind myself? Or am I sitting in the center of myself? And I use the spine to kind of answer that question. On the next exhale, you can go ahead and unwind. And then maybe even take a little counter twist. It feels nice to open to the left just for a breath. And then we'll come back to center. And before we take the other side, we're gonna take our legs open wide. Sometimes we need a little blanket or a block underneath our sit bones. Flex your feet, lift your chest up. Maybe this is where you stay. This is a great place to stay. Perhaps you want to inhale and lift your arms forward and up.
Exhale, I like to take my arms out like towards my shins, and I forward fold while I just rock side to side. So I notice if I, again, shimmy a bit side to side, it's more comfortable for me to find a place in the center. You can pause at any point, perhaps reaching your heart forward, again, keeping the spine neutral. Or if you want to forward fold, you're more than welcome to. Find a place where you can comfortably stay for a few breaths. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Feel your hands on the earth or on the mat. And then press through your hands to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to pause. And then inhale, lift all the way up. I hold on to the backs of my knees as I bend my knees, bring my feet forward. We're going to plant our feet on the mat. We're going to turn our palms out towards the side. Press down through your feet as you lift your pelvis up. Chin can stay tucked. You don't have to drop your head back if that doesn't feel safe for you. And we're going to just think wide and open across the collarbones. Take a nice full deep breath here. And then exhale. We're down. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to press through the feet. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Take a full breath here. Exhale, lower the pelvis down. Perhaps you want to do that again, or maybe you want to add on, you can straighten the legs. If you straighten the legs, see if you can keep your feet down. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Cross at the ankles, and then we'll press back, downward facing dog. Pedal the knees out. Just notice the 2 sides. So you're more than welcome to stay in down dog or take a child's pose. We're going to do a little tricep work before the other side. We're going to bend the elbows and lower the forearms all the way down to a dolphin, and then press through the hands, lift all the way up to down dog. Bend at the elbows, forearms come down for dolphin. Press through the hands, back to dolphin, or down dog. 1 more. Lower the elbows, and then press through the hands, back to down dog. I know it's trickier than it looks. Left foot lifts up and exhale, left knee to the left wrist for a pigeon. Perhaps you pause, lifted, check in with the spine, draw the pubic bone up. Draw the front body back, check in with your head. Maybe you stay here. If you're ready, when you're ready, no pressure, you can exhale and forward fold. Take some support for your head if you would like. Stay lifted if you'd like. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. Perhaps breathing into the pelvis. May I be well. May I be happy and whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. So we're going to stay here for a few more breaths. So if there's anything that you can do to make yourself a little more comfortable, where you can breathe a little freer, now's a good time. Okay, we'll start to notice our hands. Press our hands down on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pause. And then I take weight to the left side as I bring the right foot out in front, left foot to the right inner thigh. Good. Just gonna leave that there. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Take another inhale to lift up, and then exhale, open twist to the right. So the left hand comes to the back of the right thigh, the shin maybe. And then we just pause here. We don't worry about how deep we are in this twist. Just notice how the rib cage is responding. And then notice where you're leaning. So this is really our first check-in on this side with where we feel like we're seated within ourselves. And if that doesn't make sense to you quite yet, that's okay. We just bring awareness to where our spine is in our body. It's more than just our physical body. It's even where our energetic body is settling in the pose. See if you can twist around that center line, that center axis. Whenever you feel ready, we'll to unwind back to center. Inhale, we lift the arms forward and up again. And then exhale, we start to hinge forward, forward fold. Hands could be to the toes, to the shins, wherever they touch. And then I right away inhale and I lift up so that I lengthen my spine. I ask the front of my neck and my chin to draw back so that the head stays in line with the rest of the spine. And then perhaps you flow with the breath. Exhale, perhaps coming deeper into the stretch. Inhale and lengthening up. This can be a small movement, or perhaps you just have a space where you're ready to stay. Anything goes here. Take a few breaths, a few moments to settle in. And at this point in practice, perhaps that mantra is just kind of replaying in the mind. Okay, take your hands and place it on either side of the leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pause. Inhale, lift all the way up. Through, left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, we twist to the left. So, as I've been saying now for the past, maybe it's been months, I'm really curious about how twist can feel when we let go of the idea of twisting so far. And when we settle more into the idea of keeping the back happy, keeping the back quiet, if that makes sense, and in alignment, just like how we've been practicing through this class of holding that neutral spine alignment. What happens if we approach twist in this way? And something that I'll share, what I found is finding that center and sitting in that center and then experimenting more with my breath, particularly in the area of my ribs and my thoracic spine. The mid back has been quite fruitful. So maybe explore that for the next few breaths. And then when you're ready, exhale to unwind. Okay, we'll do one more seated forward fold, and then we're coming down to our backs. We're going to take the soles of the feet together. Oh yeah, sorry, we counter twisted on the other side. That does feel nice. Hey, twist a bit to the right. And then we can come back. So soles of the feet together, little Baddha Konasana. Look down at your feet and see if you can make them a pair, like you can really line them up. I know for me, my right foot likes to kind of press into my left foot more. It's a bit bossy. So see if you can find the match and be almost sweet together. And then inhale, lift the chest up. And maybe if you'd like, exhale, you can hinge forward to forward fold. So sometimes I like to take my feet a little further from my pelvis and really kind of cuddle into myself here. If that feels good, you can do so, or if it feels better to stay with a long spine, no problem. So breathe into the back of your pelvis, perhaps into the hips. Maybe one side is asking for more attention or more breath than the other. Good. And then as you're ready, you can find your hands nice and slowly. You can make your way back up. And then we're going to come onto our back. So we're just going to lift the knees up. I like to plant the soles of the feet, and then I like to make my way back onto my back with my knees bent. We'll press down through our feet and we'll lift our pelvis up for a little bridge. Feel the weight heavy in the back of the head, heavy on the tops of the shoulders. Sometimes I like to lower my bridge and press my thighs away from me to lengthen my low back. If that feels good, you're more than welcome to. And then whenever you're ready, lower the pelvis back down. Good. We're going to lift the knees up and we're going to take the knees over to the right for a reclined twist. You're more than welcome to open the arms into a T or to cactus shape. Maybe you take the gaze away from the knees if that feels okay on the neck. And then you can bring the gaze back. You can bring the legs back. I like to do a little rock side to side, massaging my sacrum. Maybe circling the knees if that feels good in your body. Any movement to kind of reset in between the sides. And then whenever you're ready, we'll take the knees to the left. Gaze can come to the right if that feels okay on your neck. Twist to the other side. Okay, gaze comes back, legs come back. And then just for the next few breaths, any movement that will feel good before Shavasana. So maybe a happy baby, maybe a few more connected twists. Maybe you're ready to just lengthen the legs out long, arms down by your side. Whenever you're ready, you'll come into that comfortable resting position, whatever that is for you. So it could be lying on your side. It could be lying flat on your back. Maybe you have a bolster or couch cushion that you want under your knees. Anything that feels good. And then as you're ready, we'll come to rest. So maybe eyes closed, or gaze soft, maybe hands on the body or off by the side. And the last time I'll repeat this mantra for you. And I want you to see, not so much if you can believe it, but really feel it in your body and let it just settle in your body. You don't have to do anything. You could even just listen if you don't feel like repeating. Just let it sink in. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be whole. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. You're more than welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. No pressure to come up from rest. But whenever you're ready, just take a few deep breaths up and down your spine. Maybe wiggling fingers or toes. And then gently we'll make our way up to a comfortable seated position if you're ready, no rush. We can bend our elbows, bring our hands to heart center. Take a moment in gratitude for the yoga, teachings of yoga, practice of yoga, this way to practice together. Gratitude for these bodies, gratitude for these hearts and these minds. Namaste. Thank you all for practicing today. So good to see you all.